Hey Gemini, welcome to Higher Source Tarot for your November 2019 reading for all Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs in Gemini. So please, if you haven't yet, please subscribe, like, comments to my channel. I do weekly reads under the elements. I do the individual sign under the element title. So if you want your weekly individual sign, check back. And you can just fast forward through the signs that might not apply to your chart. So in any event, I am on here every week. I'll come back next week and do a weekly for Gemini. So check out that air sign element reading and you'll be in there. So how are you? I hope you had a good October with that full moon in Aries and taking some action, rejuvenating, regenerating, putting down some old patterns. I know I did. I had an incredible manifestation and it just was effortless. So in any event, here we are for November 2019 for Gemini. What is going on for Gemini? All right, here we go. We'll get to these a little bit later. Louise Hay affirmations, those will be good too. All right, could be dealing with a fire sign here. King of Wands and Ace of Wands. So new beginning possibly with a fire sign. If that's you, then keep watching. When the Lovers, interesting. So here we go. Also you, Gemini. The Hierophant could be dealing with the, oh wow, this is definitely a love reading. I'm sorry guys. So if you're looking for money, there are some pentacles here, but there's way too much here for love. And look at all these major Arcana. Wow, interesting. So you've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 major Arcana cards. You've got 2 aces, very strong reading. Oh, and then at the bottom of the deck, I always like to pull out the bottom, you have the 6 of Wands. So great reading, Gemini. Very nice. So let's start here. In the heart of the matter, again, very strong fire sign. So if you've got an Aries or a Sag or a Leo that you're dealing with, could be certainly them. Definitely feels like possibly a fresh start with an ex who's a fire sign, a soulmate energy with this Lovers card up here. I just feel like it's somebody coming back for you, Gemini, and they're coming back hot, whoever this is. So this is the heart of the matter. This is what's going on here. Definitely going to be passionate. You know, maybe you two have been away from each other for a while and trying out other things and realizing those other relationships aren't for me, for sure. So you're going to be getting an offer, and it's going to be stable. I know this is a page, but out of the pages, he's the least wonky, the least immature page, because he's earth energy, and that tends to be stability. So he could be a younger person, but I don't feel that. It seems like it's more somebody who's going to come in with an offer. It's probably a smaller offer where they don't want to overwhelm you, but this is also a manifesting card. So you've been, or this other person has been putting in the work for sure. And this is again where I feel like it's an ex, where it's somebody who you have not had contact with regularly. There's been no communication really, and you've been working on yourselves, could have gone to therapy or done something like that, and to work on some things. I don't feel that the work or the investment in yourselves had anything to do with this relationship. I feel like it was independent of that. And it was kind of more like just a period of possibly growing up. Could be somebody that you knew in college, that you had a relationship, but the maturity wasn't there. And so the relationship needed a break because it wasn't meant to be at that time. However, overall, it is meant to be. So this is, that overarching energy, but this is also your current energy that's coming towards you right now. So this is the Hierophant is the counterpart to the High Priestess. And it's earth energy. But it has to do with running the distance, stability, something that's going to endure. This is a love that's going to run the distance for sure. So I feel like it could be an engagement possibly for some of you. It might not be right away if it's something where you're going, well, I am reconnecting with this person. You could be in a year from now going, holy shit, I'm engaged and this was about me. That's the kind of intensity I feel with this. This is something that's really going to be a commitment, because here you are. Here's enduring, overflowing cup of love. You know, we've got, again, these two together. You're talking about marriage, commitment, stability. Could be with an earth sign. It's possible. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But again, you got a lot of fire in here too. Very nice. This person too, again with the stability, you can't get any more stable than some of these cards. They're the Three of Pentacles. They want a union. They're looking for a partnership, for cooperation. It's going to be balanced, stable, and a real equal union. It's whoops, I just put this in the wrong spot. So I just love this. For whoever is a Gemini out there, that this is for you, I'm happy for you, because you have real stability coming in. A long-lasting relationship is going to be yours. You know, the hopes here are for a clean, fresh slate. That's the Fool. The whole Rider-Waite deck, tarot deck, in case you don't know the history behind it, it's from the 1890s, and it's one of the older decks, but it's all about the Fool's journey. And so all the cards are how they interrelate to this one card. This is a 0. This is the beginning. So I feel like with the aces you have here, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, and the Fool, this is all about a new beginning for you. And again, it could be with an X. That's what I'm getting. It's with an X, but it's a new beginning. And it's a clean, fresh slate and a love that is enduring and is just overflowing. You know, it could be one of these things where you see somebody at a high school reunion, they go, oh my God, you look fantastic. And they just cannot get enough of you, Gemini. So you are going to go forward with confidence, with vigor, without reservation. It's going to feel very safe. Is not really the right word, because the Fool takes a risk, right? The Fool takes a leap of faith. So the Fool's not scared, but like the dog around the Fool is going, hey, wait a minute. So I wouldn't quite say that, but I just think it's going to be without bounds. You're not going to feel limited in any way. And it's going to just move forward, and I think pretty quickly. I think, too, with this Moon card, this is about, you know, things being revealed to you, and not in a bad way. The Moon does not have to be a negative card. Could be a Pisces, too, that you're dealing with. Again, we've got a lot of air, we've got a lot of earth, fire, and then Gemini, and with the Pisces card here, too, could also be water sign or Pisces. So whoever this is, it's going to be them coming forward with their feelings about you. You know, it could be like, you were the one that got away. I never quite got over that, and I always wondered about you. And I've had that in my own life, where I've had people, even a friend, come forward and say, you know, I always kind of kept tabs on you. I always wondered how you were doing and what you were doing in your life. And when we reconnected, I could feel a real sense of relief, like they were just so glad to have me back in their life. And I was glad to have them too. And that's what this is going to be. It's going to be like, you know, there was something missing all these years, and I couldn't quite figure out what it was. My life was going forward in a good direction. I was getting, you know, the stuff that you do as you get older, and it wasn't anything, you know, really dramatic or really negative, but it was always like there was something not quite right. I'd get into relationships and they weren't quite right for me. Nobody, you know, really crazy or really horrible, but it just wasn't quite right. This time, you're getting it right, Gemini. There's going to be no doubt about this for sure. You're getting it right. So very happy for you. And again, too, I mean, oh my gosh. So I pulled this off and we got the Sun next. So very nice reading, Gemini. You have very good things coming for you here. November moving forward. May not be totally in November, but I think that's when the momentum's going to begin. It's going to be moving forward quickly with a lot of momentum being gained. So here's a card from the Louise Hay deck called Life Loves You. Great deck full of affirmations. And we'll see how this ties into the reading. I dedicate today to love. Notice how wonderful life can be when you approach each day with an attitude of love. And that's really the highest vibration that we can be, is a vibration of love. So, you know, if you can get yourself centered with that and that inner source guidance within you, you will be having such clarity and ease and joy about the journey. So this reading just really, the energy of it just has gotten me into such a nice place. So thank you for letting me read your cards today, Gemini. And I will see you again hopefully next week for your weekly read. But if not, please subscribe and you'll get updates on when my videos appear. And I love you guys, and I'm so glad that we could do this together, and I will see you again soon.